I finally got my hands on the £120 Commander Cody set. It comes with a cool side build called the ATT Walker, but let's be honest, Commander Cody is the centerpiece. The Commander Cody set comes with Commander Cody, 7 other minifigures, a dwarf spider droid, and of course, the ATT. The cannon on top of the ATT looks very good. There's a spot for a minifigure to be seated just there, and the turret does rotate 360 degrees. It also angles down, however cannot angle up because of this Technic piece. There's a small control panel there, and 2 small stud shooters, but you've of course seen them before. The pilot is not held in by any tiles, so you can just knock them out. And as you can see there, it's just a tile piece there with no studs. The front of the vehicle looks great with these 4 ball-jointed turrets. There's 4 of them surrounding the cockpit, so that looks very nice. Then there's this nice grate piece, which looks very accurate. And to fit someone inside, the front just pops out very easily. It just slides in on this small piece here. And there's some little joysticks. I'll show you what it looks like with a minifigure inside. I'll just grab a random minifigure. There he goes. And as you can see, they just slide onto that Technic piece, and you just go in that like that. You can see them slightly through the side and through the front, and it looks very nice in there. There's some good detailing with the joysticks, and they can fit in there fine. To get inside the ATT, this panel just clips away from that, the rear folds down, and inside you can see Commander Cody and 4 of his loyal clone troopers in there. This is what it looks like with all the figures removed. There's a small coffee mug in the corner and a fire extinguisher. Then there's 2 racks of weapons in the back. They are easily removable. You can just grab the handle from the top, and you can see the first one has 2 blasters on it. And the second one, and they are slightly awkward to get out because of the spacing, has 2 thermal detonators on it. These can be removed and swapped around, and you can even place more clones in there. I've tried it, and you can fit 8 of them in there. They can't quite have all their weapons, though, so you have to get slightly creative with that. These are the cannons that I was talking about, and they're exactly the same as the ones on the front. To access the front compartment, you lift up the gun. Now, this space is a bit more awkward, and you can see there's 2 seats in there, which you can remove by pulling on that small piece there, and it just comes out, and you can fit 2 minifigures on those seats, and there's a small wrench so they can do any damage caused by battle. Then there's studs there for one of the weapons racks, and there's a small crate there, so I'll just go ahead and take out, and inside of this small crate is a white macro binoculars piece. I think this is really cool that they've included this in white, and it's a very nice addition to the set. The vehicle, of course, has its iconic 6 legs. The middle leg doesn't contribute at all to the stability of the vehicle, so it can be posed as far forwards or as far backwards as you like. Both the front and back legs have a small amount of range, as you can see. However, for the vehicle to remain stationary on a flat surface, they will always be out to the furthest degree, so there's not much customization you can do there, or posability with the legs. Just in case you were wondering what the ATT looks like when it's completely filled up with troops, I'm going to show you now. So we've got the gunner on the top, and Cody in the front there. Then if we open this up, we've got 5 Fiber First clones in the front. I didn't have enough 212 clones. And in the back, we have got 8 more clones. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 clones that this ATT can fit. And that's just with them all on studs. You could cram even more on, like, in the center. So this really is a troop carrier. The exterior of the ATT looks very good. Lots of the detailing, however, is made up using these big stickers, but you can't really see inside too much. There are some cracks and gaps, but they did very well considering this is 3 separate angles all coming together. And the centre section also looks great. There aren't many Technic pieces visible on the legs, and the underside actually doesn't look bad. There aren't any like blue or red pieces that shouldn't be there showing through. So they did a really good job with covering all that stuff up. The other build in this set is the Dwarf Spider Droid. Its eyes fold up and down, as do its cannon. There's also a Technic joint piece, which allows it to fold up and down even more. It has 3 separate joints in the leg, giving it great range of motion. There's a small clear piece underneath it, so that you can always have it sort of standing still and it doesn't actually have to be held up by the legs. It does have this dome piece on the top, which does rotate with the saber piece used for the antenna. And overall, it looks pretty nice for what it is. And sure, it might be inaccurate to the Battle of Utapau, but I don't mind as it looks pretty nice. In the way of minifigures, LEGO included 3, yes, that's right, 3 regular 212 Troopers. This is amazing. We never normally get this many clones in a set, so that's awesome to get 3 of the regular Troopers, plus an awesome looking gunner and Phase 2 Commander Cody, who is of course the centerpiece of this set. Cody looks really nice. He has this foldy upperable visor, which does tend to sit a bit low, but it's fine. He has awesome chest printing, which looks just like it does in Revenge of the Sith. Does have this grey area on his chest though, I'm not sure how accurate that is. Some battle damage. Overall, I think he looks awesome. They did just go with a full orange arm, but I think that's fine considering everything. And the helmet looks really good. Also, underneath his helmet, they gave him a special face. He has a different face to the other clone troopers who have this more neutral expression. He's sort of a bit more angry and has that small scar above his left eye. He's an awesome minifigure. I really like what they did with him and the fact that they included him. And made a Phase 2 Commander Cody at last. Now all we need is Rex, but of course he'll be coming in the Venator. Next up is the gunner. They call him a 212th gunner on the box. However, he can be used for any clone legion you want, as he's just got the generic markings. He looks really nice. Already showed you his head. He's kind of like a more battle damaged version of the previous one we got. The 212th troopers have the nice patterning and lots of battle damage. I'm not actually a fan of the battle damage because it's exactly the same across all 3 of them. So it looks a bit odd that they've all got the same battle damage, but it's fine and I really like the minifigures. On the back of them, the 4 regular clone troopers all have fairly standard back printing, but Commander Cody has his little airborne jetpack on him. It's on your print though, sadly. However, later on in the future, I'm going to make a video on how to build your own jetpack so that there's a bit more substance to him. The other 3 minifigures in the sets are just regular battle droids. The cool thing is though, they do have the sort of dark silver style blaster rifles, which look very nice. Other than that though, they're just standard battle droids. This set costs £120 or $140, and that will get you 1 Commander Cody, 7 additional minifigures, a Dwarf Spider Droid, and of course the ATT. On a serious note though, I do think that £120 for the set is too much. It is amazing, the ATT, it's great that we've finally gotten one. We haven't had one in ages, and it's definitely the best one yet. It does everything the previous ones did, but better. There's way more space inside. The minifigures are better with Commander Cody. Sure, the Dwarf Spider Droid is inaccurate, but it doesn't matter that much. But £120 still feels too much. You can get it on Amazon for about £93, which is significantly better. And that is a far more reasonable price than £120. Please, please, please think about subscribing. It genuinely helps a lot. And the best thing is it's completely free. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and maybe if you subscribe I might be able to review some of the upcoming Ahsoka sets or the Republic gunship. If you still haven't subscribed, then Cody and his men would very much still like you to subscribe. You wouldn't want to risk angering him, would you? Look at that man's terrifying face. He wouldn't hesitate to shoot you off your Varactor into an Utapau and sinkhole.